Hello everyone and welcome to the Kiki London YouTube channel. My name is Amanda. In today's video, we are going to do a beach set of nails. So I really hope you all enjoy watching. I have spent loads of this summer by the beach and it gives you so much inspiration, and I'm really loving just doing the more out there fun nail art at the moment. So I thought this was a perfect chance to just do a fun summer set of nails. So of course, for a beachy set of nails, we need beaches and cream. This is the cutest yellow shade because I feel as though it's not too in your face and bright and vibrant, and it just works really well for a softer look. So I'm going to come in and do 2 coats of this. Of course, if you was working on the natural nails, you would do your prep and base coat to begin with, but we're going straight in with our gel polish layers. So this is 2 coats of beaches and cream. As you can see, super cute shade. Keeping your coats nice and thin will give you brilliant opacity from all of your Kiki London shades. I always go in with 2 thin coats and find this sufficient. Now we're going to go in and do kind of like a glitter fade, but I want it to be longer down one side of the nail. I wanted this now to kind of look like waves crashing over the sand. So we're going to do a glitter ombre to begin with. So as you can see, I'm just blending this back, keeping it nice and thin because I am going to add on a second coat of this. Here I'm going to go in with a clean ombre brush with just a little bit of alcohol on there just to help soften where that glitter fades out. And then we're going to pop this into cure and come in and do a second coat. And the reason I did this in 2 coats was just because this way we're going to have the full glitter coming through. It's going to be super sparkly, but it's going to avoid any unnecessary thickness or bulk, especially as we fade the glitter out. Literally repeating the exact same step as before, just blending this back nicely. A glitter fade is super simple to do, especially with the glitters in this collection. These are from the Spring Bling collection because they are kind of in like a jelly color base. So we did pop that in to cure for 30 seconds, and then to help create that wavy effect over the top of the glitter fade, I'm going to come in with a layer of blooming gel and then kind of create some white swells on the top to kind of create those crashes where the waves hit the sand. So I've gone in, applied my blooming gel, I've left this wet, and then I'm going to add classic white to my palette. I really love a classic white for any kind of nail art. It's very, very bright and pigmented and really easy to work with. I'm just starting off with a dotted tool, dotting this down across where our glitter fades out. And then I'm going to take my stripe liner brush and just simply swirl backwards and forwards through this. Unfortunately, I was a little out of shot here, but you can get the gist of what I'm doing. Now, this was super simple, but I really loved how this turned out. And I think this would be a really fun design to do with different colors. So you could use a more darker blue, or you could go for a bit of a sunset vibe on the sea. This was kind of just like a classic look, but I thought it would work very well with different colors as well. So if you're not fancying these colors, you can certainly give it a go with something else. I'm going to seal everything in with a layer of rubber top coat. Whenever I've played around with nail art, I love to seal everything in with the rubber top coat, just because if you've added different layers and you've got a little bit of unevenness, you've gone in with your blooming gel, for example, this is going to help smooth all of that out. So we did 1 coat of rubber top coat and cured that for 60 seconds. And then on to the second now, we're going to do another kind of layered look. I'm going to start off with 1 coat of Mermaid's Cove. Again, this is another shade that just has to be in a beach set of nails. And how gorgeous does this look for a glassy look? I think I would really love this for like a glass extension. If you had your nail bed color, like a pinky nude, and then this for like a clear glass tip. That's definitely something I'm going to have to play around with and try. So let me know if you would like to see some designs with that kind of look. For this design, I wanted to sandwich a layer of that blue lagoon glitter in between the layers of cat's eye gel polish. So we've done 1 coat of Mermaid Cove, 1 coat of Blue Lagoon, curing each coat for 30 seconds. And then we're going to come in with another coat of Mermaid Cove. And as you can see, because in singular coats, this is semi-transparent, you can still see that glitter coming through. It just looked magical. Again, I wanted this nail to be like a glistening sea. I'm still going to go in and create the cat's eye effect because I feel as though that quite works for the look I was going for. And I really love how when you do play around with the cat's eye magnet over this color, it adds so much depth to that blue. So once I was happy with the effect that I had created, I did cure this again for 30 seconds. And then I'm going to come over the top with the blooming gel and create similar white splashes, I suppose you could call them, with our white gel polish. They're very similar to what we did on our previous nail. So with your blooming gel, you always want to come in and do one coat of it, leave it wet. You want to do a nice thin, even coat, and then go in and create your blooming gel design. So to start off with, I'm just going to do 2 diagonal swooshes, I suppose, of dots across the nail, and then swap from my dotting tool to my stripe liner brush and just simply pull through them. Now they are blooming as well, so it's going to make everything nice and soft, and that's why the blooming gel really helps, because if we didn't have that layer of blooming gel there and we were just pulling through these, they wouldn't go smooshy and create that soft watery effect that we're going for. If you don't have blooming gel, you could still do this effect with a base coat, but it just wouldn't bloom and spread as much or as quickly. So once again, once I was happy of how that looked, I did pop that in to cure for 30 seconds, and I really loved how this was looking. And then I remembered the reflective top coat. It's been a while since I've used this one because I tend to reach for this more in winter and Christmas, but I thought let's seal this in with a layer of reflective top coat, and then it's just going to add another layer of dimension to the nail and just that hint of sparkle across the top. This really did give off the vibe of just the waves coming in with the sun hitting them. You know, when you just catch it perfectly where it looks as though the sea is glistening. I really love this nail. I probably would wear a full set of this. On to the next nail, I have already done 2 coats of Beaches and Cream, and then I'm going to come in with a layer of base coat. Now ideally I would use the clear rubber base for this, but I have run out and I need to order some more, so I thought I would give it a go with the Hema Free base coat. The reason I say I would use the rubber base coat is because it's a little bit thicker. If I'm ever encapsulating anything thick or like glitter, these are mylar flakes. If I'm ever usually encapsulating these, I will use a combination of the rubber base coat and the rubber top coat, but because I didn't have that, I thought let's give it a go with the Hema Free base coat. This is a more thinner consistency and it still worked absolutely perfectly. We're going to still use the rubber top coat to seal everything in. All we really are using that base coat for is to hold our flaky pieces into place. So I'm placing them down using my strap liner brush, and then I went for this large shell as well. Now this is going to stick up a little bit on the nail, and this is sometimes what's tricky when you're doing any kind of embellishments encapsulated into gel polish. So what I decided to do was to cure that. It's going to hold everything in place, but then come in with a layer of Snow Glaze Easy Build Up Gel. This is just going to help smooth this down. I'm not building up any thickness or any structure. I'm just coming in, doing a thin layer. It's just going to help it encapsulate it without being too thick or bumpy, and without the edges of that shell catching on anything. So I've done 1 coat of this. I did wipe a little bit of the excess gel off the surface of that shell before popping it into cure, just because I didn't want it to look too soft. I wanted to bring back some of the vibrancy, but I did really love how the milky effect looked over those mylar flakes. If you don't have mylar flakes, or if you want something a little more simpler, you definitely could do this with a chunky glitter mix as well. I'm then going to come in and seal everything in with a layer of rubber top coat. I'm using the floating technique to apply my rubber top coat though, just so it applies slightly thicker to give us that smooth surface. And then I did hold the nail upside down for a few seconds just to help pull that to the surface of the nail. And I was just trying to show you guys here as best as I could that it has smoothed this large chunky sequin out a little bit more than I was expecting it to. It doesn't feel as though you would catch it on anything if you was wearing this on your fingers. So on into the next now, I wanted to go in with a slightly darker base, so I've gone for brown suede. I tend to reach for this one more in the autumn, but I felt as though it did kind of remind me of wet sand, so I thought it'd be fun to mix it up and have some different color bases rather than our lighter bases all being Beaches and Cream. So we're going to go in, do 2 coats of this, curing each coat for 30 seconds, and this is an absolutely a gorgeous shade. Over the top of this, I'm going to come in and apply a layer of blooming gel, and I wanted to do kind of a swooshy colorful marble coming across the across from like one side to the other, and then stick on some beachy embellishments. So onto my palette, I've added Mermaid Cove to begin with. I wanted to add in all the colors that we've used throughout the set, so then everything would tie together and it would be a little bit cohesive. So we've got Mermaid Cove, we're then going to go in with Beaches and Cream, Classic White, and then lastly a little bit of Blue Lagoon, so we have some of that sparkle running through. And how gorgeous do these four colors look together? I absolutely love them. I'm swirling them together on the palette, and then I'm going to scoop up sections using my round nail art brush and just very gently drag this backwards and forwards, keeping with that wavy look in mind, going across the nail. Again, we've got the blooming gel down, so the edges are going to soften. I really loved how this looked. I grabbed my strap liner brush to pull it around and play with it, but I kind of was like, I actually really like this how it is, so I don't want to play around with it too much. I just really loved how the colors were flowing through it. So I left it to bloom, and I loved how the edges turned out. And then once I was happy with this, I'm going to pop it in to cure for 30 seconds, as that's going to freeze that marble in place. And just how gorgeous does this look? I wish it did have a little bit more of the glitter coming through, but I really loved the effect, especially with the Mermaid Cove running through there as well. So once again, we're going to come in and top coat with the rubber top coat. But before I pop this into cure, I'm going to place down my embellishments in the rubber top coat. And because the rubber top coat is slightly thicker, they will sink into it, so then when you pop it into cure, they are stuck in place. This is how I apply any of my crystals or embellishments with the rubber top coat. It is so quick and easy. It's so much easier than using glue, and they just stick for the duration of the set. So I've had these beachy embellishments in my kit for years. They have lasted forever, but these were my final few, so they went into a set that I was very happy with. So once you are happy with how they're placed, you're going to pop them in to cure for 60 seconds, and then this was the finished result. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What was your favorite nail, and would you wear a set of beachy nails? If you did enjoy today's video, please do give it a thumbs up, hit that subscription button if you haven't already, and I shall see you all again in next week's video. Lots of love. Take care. Bye bye.